Well, good evening, everyone. Today, in our 11th meeting of English Prose lecture, we will talk about cohesion. Well, let's start by discussing what is meant by cohesion. Cohesion means the units must be implicitly or explicitly bound together. They must not be just a random collection of sentences. The connectivity of the elements of a text is essentially a matter of meaning and reference. But we are interested here in the formal means by which these connections are signaled. One kind of cohesion is syntactic inclusion. Two noun phrases, the princess and the hunter, may be related by being part of the same clause. The princess loved the hunter, but our concern now is with the linear connectivity which takes place between sentences as well as within them. The princess loved the hunter, but she could not marry him. The second sentence illustrates the two major kinds of linear cohesion. The pronouns she and him are examples of cross-reference, and the conjunction but is an example of linkage. By cross-reference, we understand the various means which language uses to indicate that the same thing is being referred to or mentioned in different parts of the text. Linkage, on the other hand, is the use of overt connectors, coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and linking adverbials. Next, cohesive devices in English. A. Cross-reference. 1. Definite reference. A. Personal pronouns. For example, he, she, it, they, etc. B. The definite article. For example, the. C. Deictics. For example, this, that, this, those, etc. The implied, for example, same, different, other, else, such, etc. 2. Substitution. For example, pro forms such as one, once, do, and so with substitute for other linguistic expressions. 3. Ellipsis, or omission or deletion of elements whose meaning is understood because it is recoverable from the context. 4. Formal repetition, or repeated use of an expression, in this case, morpheme, lexical item, proper name, phrase, etc., which has already occurred in the context. 5. Elegant variation, use of an alternative expression or not a pronoun or a substitute as a replacement for an expression in the context. Afterwards, we will talk about cohesive devices in English. B. Linkage. 6. Coordinating conjunctions, for example, and, or, but, both, and, neither, nor, etc. 7. Linking adverbials, for example, For, so, yet, however, thereof, therefore, meanwhile, for example, etc. The second one, we will discuss about the example of cohesion. Cohesion is an important part of what makes a text, both in literary and non-literary writing. But it is not always an important aspect of literary style. In literary fiction, it can most often be seen as a background to more significant style makers, just as the framework which makes a building hang together is rarely the most interesting part of its architecture. To illustrate this obligatory working of cohesion, we choose part of the description of the Marable Caves in E.M. Forster's A Passage to India, particularly in chapter 12. Part of the description of the Marable Caves in E.M. Forster's A Passage to India. Only the wall of the circular chamber has been polished thus. The sides of the tunnel are left rough. They impinge as an afterthought upon the internal perfection. An entrance was necessary, so mankind made one. But elsewhere, deeper in the granite, are there certain chambers that have no entrances? Chambers never unsealed since the arrival of the gods. Local report declares that these exceed in number those that can be visited as the dead exceed the living. 400 of them, 4,000 or million. Nothing is inside them. They were sealed up before the creation of pestilence or treasure. If mankind grew curious and excavated, nothing would be added to the sum of good or evil. One of them is rumored within the boulder that swings on the summit of the highest of the hills, a bubble-shaped cave that has neither ceiling nor floor, and mirrors its own darkness in every direction infinitely. If the boulder falls and smashes, the cave will smash too, empty as an Easter egg. The boulder, because of its hollowness, sways in the wind, and even moves when a crow perches upon it. Hence its name and the name of its stupendous pedestal, pedestal, the Kawa door. Okay. And now we will find out the list of cohesive devices. A, cross reference, one definite reference. A, personal pronouns, for example, they co-referring to the sites, them co-referring to chambers, 10, it co-referring to the boulders, etc. B, the definite article. In 9, the boulder co-referring to the boulder that swing on the highest of the hills. the cave co-referring to a bubble-shaped cave, etc. C, deictics, 1, thus, 6, this, and thus. D, implied, 4, elsewhere. For example, in a different place from that already mentioned, deeper, for example, deeper than this. 2, substitution. 3, 1 means an entrance. 3, ellipsis, 6, 4,000 means 4,000 of them, or million means 4 million of them, etc. 4, formal repetition, for example, 1 chamber, 4 chambers, 7 nothing, nothing, nothing. Exit 6, exit 9, sorry, exit 6, 9 smash, smash, etc. 5, elegant variation, 1, the wall, 2, the side, 9, empty, 10, hollowness. 8, swing, 10, swice, 8, the highest of the hill stand, its stupendous pedestal. B, linking, 6, coordinating conjunction, for example, 4, but, 8, neither, nor, etc. And 7, linking adverbials, 3, for example, 3, so, 9, 2, 10, hence. Okay, the list of cohesive devices found in the part of the description of the Mirror Caves in EM poster, A Passage to India. Okay, after listening to my presentation about our topic of discussion today, and now please answer the exercise. We have 5 questions that must be answered. So you have give the correct answer for this question at least until 9 p.m. Okay, I will be waiting your answer as your assignment, and don't forget to submit it today, okay, at 9 p.m. Okay, thank you very much for listening to my presentation today. I hope our discussion today will be meaningful and you will be able to find the important aspect of our discussion today. See you next week and goodbye.